So Ricky Blaze is in the building. We got a lot to talk about, of course. He has a new project coming up. He is definitely someone that's has played an important role in our culture here in New York City. Producer. Let's talk about what he has done, Ninja. Producing.
Yes.
Artistry. And straight up just, around the way street dude.
I think that song from Egyptian, that song the same rhythm, you know what I mean? What's the Egyptian song? Girl, me my feel,
yeah.
The producer of that song, man.
That's when Ricky made his money right there. Man. Egyptian big hit.
Come on, man.
That sold 50,000 copies.
Come on, man.
50,000.
Still spending that cheese.
500,000, was it?
Yeah.
It was 500.
You get a man laughing for you.
I forgot a zero. Yeah. I said 50,000. He was like, huh?
500,000 really.
Half a mil, boy. Half a mil.
He don't know, man. You gotta tell him, man. Come on.
What up, man? How the success, man? Let's take it from back when you got on, when you got on the radar of everybody. How did you, hook up with the Egyptian song? How did that start? I think that would you say that would be your biggest accomplishment to date so far?
One of them.
One of them. What? So let's start there and then move from there.
Well,
my
first accomplishment was Badman Forward, Badman Pull Up.
Yes, I forgot about that.
That was my first record.
I forgot about that. How rich? Real rich.
Really, really rich.
That was my first record. Badman Forward, Badman Pull Up by Ding Dong. That was in 2006, and that was the first time I ever created a beat. So,
it was your first rhythm?
That was my first rhythm ever.
Oh, wow.
Even touching Fruity Loops and making a beat. That was my first rhythm.
And then how did that go? Did he get on the rhythm by just mistake, or did you?
No, what happened was, all right, boom. We was in Brooklyn like the previous week before I made the rhythm. We was at Steely Did I Keep something called what was the thing? It was like a Sunday daytime party.
Okay.
And Ding Dong had just flew back in. At the time, he was like his manager. It was me and this guy, Future Vibes.
Right.
So we brought him to the party, and them I play some Super Cat and some other tune, and he started vibing, and him I do the dance. I'm like, yo, what's the name of that? Him say, yo, I'm a new thing, Badman Forward, Badman Pull Up. I was like, yo, it look dope, whatever. Him say, yeah, man, I run with that. I create it over England. I was like, all right, cool. So he went to Jamaica. We was in the party the Sunday. He went to Jamaica the Monday. And then that following Friday, I went and checked some brethren of mine in East Flatbush, because we was waiting for some peoples at CPAC. So the youth don't live too far from there, and we went and we was vibing, and he showed me how to use a program, and I built the rhythm. And I turned to him, I was like, yo, this I got bust, And I looked at me like, oh, it I got So all right, the Friday I made the rhythm. The Tuesday after that, Ding Dong came back to New York, and I played him the rhythm. I was like, yo, we have to make this song. And he's like, yo, man, it's bad, we could go voice it. And we went over by Ed Robinson's studio, and we jumped in the booth and we all voiced it together. And that was how
when I
song
first heard the song, I was like, oh man, this music come to?
Yeah, because all right, boom, right? The way how that song even got its attention was between Pasa Pasa, and at the time I was playing on Wagwan Radio,
right?
Which was Steely thing. My time was on Wednesdays from 8 to 10. So they would call us the Jiggy Squad, because we played all the young music for the kids, and we had the attention of what's hot in the streets for the younger people. And I used that privilege to.
So would you say that you bust the song?
It started there.
It started there. So not only did you produce the song, came up with the rhythm and stuff, did you help put the song, the lyrics and stuff together? And then you also brought the song to your radio show, and it just took off from there. Yeah. Badman Forward.
From Steely to Mr. C. Steely came on the Friday, started endorsing it, because I played it for like an hour and change the Wednesday. And Steely heard it, and then Steely endorsed it, and then Mr. C heard it, and then started playing it on hot, and that's how it started spreading in the US, on the US beat.
Did that make you the producer that people wanted to talk to at the time, or
no?
It just kept you.
People just look at it like, oh, maybe even get lucky with that hit,
So how did you become now a sought after producer, or someone that people now thinks is credible in the marketplace, that knows what's going on? At what point does that happen?
Cut Them Off was one of my groundbreaking records that established me, through Mr. C and
Cut Them Off was who? Also Ding Dong?
No, it was me.
Oh, you?
Yeah, that was my first song that came out in 2007 with me as an artist. And then I released a song called Jolly My Baby, and those songs were still like, you know, mediocre, but it kind of established my name because I started performing. You know, I was doing a lot of like college shows and stuff.
But what made you, were you always wanting to be an artist, or
no?
You always wanted to be a producer?
Producer, yeah.
So what made you decide to go into the booth and start to voice?
It was when I built my studio, and then I started to work with artists, and I would pitch ideas to them. You know, I'd be like, yo, this would be wicked if you bring this approach to the rhythm. And I said, nah, see that then. It just wasn't, the vibe just wasn't, you know, like they wasn't catching the energy.
They weren't taking your
yeah.
advice. So you just decided to do it yourself.
Yeah. And that's how those records started. And my groundbreaking point was Just You and I. That was like the record that put me, you know, kind of, Feel Free.
So Feel Free was the breakout record for you as an artist.
Right.
How did that change your life and your status to Feel Free?
It was a while, and even like, you know, even when it started to really play, I don't know if the connection was there, because a lot of Caribbean people, even though they knew the song, I wasn't getting shows like crazy all over the place. So it took a while, and it didn't go the way I expected it to go originally. You know, that song is really a hip hop song, you know. And I had Ron Browse, Red Cafe, and Nicki Minaj on it. You know, all official
hip hop brands.
Yeah, all official hip hop brands that officially did the remix. It wasn't like I got a verse from somewhere. It was like I reached out to them and they all did it, like, you know, willingly. And I didn't get a major record deal or like a major video that I wanted, but I did get a lot of success with it.
Well, did you ever get to sign to a major? Have you signed yet?
Yeah. I signed to Atlantic Records in 2010 with Just You and I did an EP with them.
So are you still signed to them, or are you independent again?
All independent.
All independent, doing your own thing.
Yeah.
The Egyptian song was produced by you, correct?
Yeah, Hold You, and released by me.
And released by you. That took off.
And Johnny Wonder.
Were you instrumental in getting the Nicki Minaj part, or how did that Nicki Minaj thing happen?
Mr. C.
She just jumped on it, right?
He called me and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get Nicki to do a verse on it." I was like, "All right, cool."
And it worked. You've been. I know you've been touring, because I've been seeing you move throughout the place. You know.
Not much.
But your name has been, doing what it does, right? What are we doing now? Like what are we? What is Ricky Blaze up to now? I know you have a new project. Do you have a new approach?
Yeah.
Where are you now?
Right now I'm independently controlling my own record label. It's called FME Recordings, and I just been trying to like take my time and, you know, along with like my peers, Tanya, Pierre out in the UK. You know, I've been trying to build this label up, you know, independently, and I mean like everything: creative process, graphics, videos, everything. I've been releasing a couple of records. I released Trabas You Alone, which was a record I produced. Ding Dong Siva. I just recently put out the Mr. Easy Bashment Gal and the Weenie Wonder Girl Like You with Conscience. And yeah, man, just a ton of
work.
Work.
Yeah, work.
Still doing what you're doing. Do we have new Ricky Blaze music? Is there new music from Ricky Blaze?
Yeah. Two records that I recently released, Pull It and Overrated, featuring Cranium and Shaggy. And also I got the Cranium project that I did 5 records on.
Wow. So on Cranium's album.
Yeah.
So things are moving. You know, you Ninja, he in my old body information. Those of you just tune in, Ricky Blaze is in the building.
Yeah,
New York's own Brooklyn zone, and of course we have to endorse our own people as well. I know oftentimes we highlight the man that where I come from, don't it, Ajax?
Yeah,
we highlight the man that where I come from, this and this. So we have to highlight the man that where come from, which part we come from too. So we said New York, we said Tri-State all the time, and there's some real good talent in the Tri-State area. Ricky Blaze is in the building. Ninja, do you have any new material?
I got that Overrated, man.
What's the
Cranium Shaggy, Ricky Blaze.
Lift it.
I want them bumbo club.
Shaggy went in.
Can't freeze me no one can.
Shaggy says if you want to know my address, it's on the charts, because it's still hot.
That's how rich people stay, you know. I'm just start
That
for money.
bad. Ah,
But
man.
you made the beat and everything, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I produced
wicked.
the song.
Ricky, you working hard, man. I think a lot of people don't really know, the energy and what you contribute to the culture.
There's a lot of records. A lot of records.
DJing, producing, a
Yeah.
lot of records, of course. Advising. Are you working with international artists too, or do you just work
Of
with?
course.
Which international artists do you work
just-
with from time to time?
Just to let you guys know, right? I did some dope records that probably a lot of people don't know that I produced, like the Center Forward Rhythm for Frost. I did the Ioctane Lane Lighters. I did
Oh, you did, that rhythm, Ioctane Lighters, that is bad.
I did the Touch a Button for Cartel, Get Gal Easy.
Wow. Wow.
Enough
What
work
else?
you put in.
It's tons of records, and then now I'm working with Chronics, Major Lazer. Who else?
So do you have a Chronix? You're working with Chronix now, or
Yes.
do you have anything on the road with him so far?
No.
You're working
For the
with him
upcoming
now.
project.
So you're definitely working with him. So
About 6 records.
those of you who are listening, man, we're not talking to someone who doesn't have any clout in the industry. He's working with major acts. Why do you play the back row so much, though?
I don't know. I just didn't want to get sucked in by like the negativity and like just like the social media world. I want to be a credible, real producer, and a credible, real artist and a creator. You know.
So do you ever feel like say for instance a DJ Frost, then you do a rhythm, you give it to him, and the world now labels it as Frost rhythm? Do you ever feel a way about that? Do you
No.
feel smited, or it's just what it is?
It is what it is. I don't mind to give rhythms to thing like, for instance, the Get Gal Easy. That's the Riot Squad rhythm released by Bobby Condes and Master B. That's my done. Like, I'm cool with that. It's just creative light, and to see people just dancing and vibesing and
Ninja, let's
Not
pull up.
knowing.
See if you can pull up 2 of those songs. Pull up the Vibes Cartel song. What other song did you just
the Get
mention?
Gal Easy and the
Get
Touch a
Easy,
Button.
Touch a Button, the Ioctane,
Lighters, the Center Forward. I be a bad man over your song. We not take talk, tell them something. I think that's 5. I don't know who the
Man,
artist
a
is.
touch a button, touch a button, broke fight, na dancing.
That's the cartel. Rush a button, no?
Yeah.
That's 718-554-8598.
Can't bad me up.
Ricky Blaze is in the building, man, and he's the mastermind behind some of the latest and top dancehall songs that you guys party to. You know what I mean? He's right here in the hood with us.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Silver.
New Year,
Keep going.
New Year. Listen. Yo.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've been working, man. You've been putting in the work.
I've been
Try.
trying, and he's attacking big records too.
And he's attacking big
Big up my
records.
boss, Salam Remit.
He was also saying that I heard you talking about Movado, so you produced
Yeah.
for Movado. Of course, Cartel. Who else? Who are some of the other artists that are on your rhythms? Whether you introduced them to the rhythm or someone else introduced them to the rhythm. We got Egyptian, big record, $500,000.
Which record would you say is your biggest production?
Income wise or
Just overall.
buzz wise.
Okay, because
There's a
Buzz and
difference.
Incomes is two
Yeah.
different.
Okay.
Give me the Buzz Wise first. Biggest record Buzz Wise.
The whole year
Hold you.
and the touch up. Well, a lot of people don't know, but it was a joint venture between me and TJ Records, right? When we did that.
So that would be the biggest Buzz record. What's the biggest income record for you so far?
Hold Ya and Desperate Youths by Santi Gold.
Santi
Whoa.
Gold is what kind of artist?
Pop culture.
Also, you touch the pop world as well.
Yeah.
So you've been doing your thing.
UK is my biggest market.
Oh
As
wow!
far as love. So big up to the United Kingdom. Big up Japan.
Listen, man, Ricky
Yeah,
Blaze
work.
is in the
London,
building. He's
Paris.
working. Definitely got to feel proud of him.
Thank you.
I mean,
What-
it's good to know these things as you come in here, because a lot of people hear record, but we don't know the work behind the record.
Right.
So as a producer, it's good to know that you have so much big things going on, and because a person might see in the street and say Ricky Blaze that, but they don't know the history
don't
of
know.
Ricky Blaze.
They
You know what I mean?
don't.
They don't know the work that Ricky Blaze is putting in.
They don't. They
You know what
don't
I mean? And it's good to play the layback, the layback role and thing, but sometimes we want to know where the worker come from.
It's true.
We see the artist and we say, yeah, but sometimes we want to know where the production come from. Like,
It's
you know,
true.
where this great rhythm is coming from, where this great melody is coming
Coming
from.
from
you know
a
what I mean?
basement studio in Flatbush.
And people, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Myself, Ajax, Ninja, because we just gifted that way. We don't know why, but we're gifted. We just know how to smell money, you know. So when we
And the
say
studio stink right now.
yeah. So when
Yeah.
we directly tell you that
I want
somebody's
some talk up
certified.
T-shirt I sell.
Yeah, chewing
When we say that
Shano, you're
an
not
artist is
talking.
certified, you know what I mean? We know that you guys best believe that the artist is certified.
Let me tell you
Not
this.
because you're not hearing
Hold on,
Ricky
hold on,
Blaze.
hold on now. Let me tell you where that's going. As you say, money talk, you know, the man just pull out a half a Hershey's and start beating. You know. Sure, you say, I get a you thing. Same way, and the man I feel like.
No, and speaking of Ghetto Youth thing, as much as you guys are honored to have me here, I'm honored to be here
Give
because
thanks, my brother.
let me tell you this. I grew up playing sound majority of my life before producer. From big up Emperor Star, big up Black Magic Sound, Cutthroat them, big up who else? Big up Sound Trooper, big up Kim Lee, Lady Love.
These are all the people that you grew up playing with.
Yeah, these are all the people that have, you know, a lot to do with.
So you're a sound man.
Yeah. Big up Steely, Steely Bashman, cause I demand to help to set
Helps,
the foundation
yes.
for a lot of young youths. Big up Claude, Jagabi, Libra Love them, Stereo Fish, Father Lady them. Big up who else?
So those of you who know sound
yeah,
culture
big up Pretty Posse.
know that he's calling some serious names
King
in the
Agane.
tri-state. Yeah.
Yeah,
From them days there.
Yeah,
From-
from them days there. Big up Sharky,
And I love to emphasize the fact that
Bodyguard, Johnny
many-
Guard, Fire
many-
Links. Fire Links was my idol. Sorry, my boss, for
Yeah, go
cutting,
ahead, do your
but
thing.
I'm just trying to remember some names, you know. But yeah, big up Mighty Crone, cause those guys, Black Chinese.
see.
You
So
know.
you're heavily. Would you say your music is heavily influenced by sound system culture?
Of course. That is where. That's why I can consistently have
Make
like
hits.
hit records,
Right.
because I'm taking it from a sound perspective of what we want, what people want to hear,
Right.
from us selectors when we're playing in the club.
So when you're around that mixing board, when an artist goes into the booth for you, are you thinking selector? You
Yeah.
thinking like bust
All
dance
day.
forward?
Of course, that's my whole approach.
Wow.
Mixed with with pop music and other genres to make it more worldwide and international. But it's always a sound system.
So sound
thought.
system culture is at the core.
Of course.
718-554-8598. Ricky Blaze is in the studio. Man has a lot of successful songs under his belt. We can't give you guys, his whole catalog, but you guys need to look it up. If we just played some really good records. What's the new project called, Ninja? The new project that he's doing. Ricky, what's the new project
Conquer
called?
the Moment.
Conquer the Moment. Is it a juggling yet? You have the juggling?
It's not a juggling. It's a compilation of different artists.
Oh, wow.
So, it's kind of like what Khaled or David Guetta will do, where you don't hear vocals. Not all the songs is me on the vocals. It's a song with Cranium alone. It just says Ricky Blaze featuring, but it's all production done by me in my studio in East Flatbush.
Has it been released?
Yes, it's out.
Let's talk about the new project, man. That's what you're here to talk about.
Even if you click on the reggae, and you go to the iTunes homepage, I got the banner up right now.
Wow.
So shout out to iTunes and Apple Music for that.
So you're definitely getting the push from
Yes.
them right now. It is called Conquer the Moment. Ninja, you got a few tracks from it?
Yeah.
See if we could drop some tracks. Ricky Blaze.
please.
Ricky Blaze, what is it? Ricky Blaze, Conquer the Moment featuring Ricky Blaze or
No, Ricky Blaze presents
Conquer the Moment. All right, cool.
Yeah.
How important is it to you to stay connected to the streets?
The streets is all we got. If it doesn't, and all my records, it always came from the streets first. I didn't always have like labels and people to facilitate or make things move for me. I had to call selectors, take
Right.
everybody emails, send them stuff, print my flyers, go around, put them in C&J and all the restaurants in the Flatbush area. Call Tech Nine, big up Tech Nine. You know what I mean? Because Tech Nine was him and Pretty Rick and the whole squad. They was inspiration to me
Amen.
growing up. Rest in peace to Pretty Rick. You know what I mean? like, yo, them dudes, like, you know, they used to inspire me a lot to, like, you know, take my career to the next level.
So
big them up.
your environment is what gave you that energy, your
Yeah.
surroundings and the
Of
people
course.
around it, and you were able to triumph. And you know, one of the things that I would like to stress out of this conversation that I'm having with Ricky Blaze here in the studio is soundman. You can be a lot more than just being somebody
Yes.
that plays records. It starts there, but it doesn't have to end there.
And that's what I did. In 2006, when I was, I was a selector, I was hot. I was playing in the Elite Hawk, all the clubs, them, Amazura, you know. And then, like, when I produced Batman Forward, it's not like I got rich and switch. I just wanted to take my career to a next level and
You saw
learn
an
more.
opening. You saw an opening and
and
you
learn
took it.
more. Yeah, and I took off. I stopped playing sound. I took off for like 2 years, and I started studying on, you know, producing and sounds, and started doing research and just learning from everything from, like, you know, how Billie Jean was created and what drum machine they used to create it, to like what Dave Kelly used to make the action rhythm. You know, like, I just started learning music. I wanted to learn it. You know, I just didn't want it to just be like one of them get producer that were, you know, find out it every 2 or 3 summer. Like, you know,
Right.
I want to consistently, whoever I worked with, we made records that made sense organically.
Who is your, if you had to pick, and I know there's a whole lot of good producers, who would be your number one favorite producer?
Dave Kelly.
Dave Kelly.
Yeah.
And why is that?
You know, he said a lot of different vibes and energy for dancehall music.
See,
You know, and I just remember being a kid and just seeing that whole energy. Like, it's amazing. Like, you know, just to see, like, even like when I was younger, for say Bogle, and Rose's man, them Willie I got them from like beach party, and Bogle have on like 10 gold chain, and them a beat like a new Dave Kelly would just drop. I remember, like, even the Brookout rhythm, I went to Superpower, I could even get all the records.
yeah.
I only got like 2 off the rhythm in the beginning.
During that Dave Kelly era, it was like, and I don't think this has ever happened again, and Ajax, correct me if I'm wrong, Ninja, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, we don't have any producers now that when we hear that they have a new project out, we can't wait for it to drop.
Yeah, no, nothing like
You know
that.
what I mean? When you hear say Dave Kelly them in the lab and something about
man.
new
Yeah,
about
man.
to drop, everybody's like, yo,
Everybody's on
when
it.
is that gonna
Yeah.
drop? Or today it's not gonna drop. Back in those days, we had to buy records.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you might have to go to 5 or 6 different record shops just to get the
Just to
rhythm.
get-
Yeah, the
rhythm.
man round the counter, half of the friends.
Yeah.
Yup.
Else him
And-
turn him back to you and serve him friend
yes,
them.
yes.
I think those days, in those producers' days, Dave Kelly actually write the songs. Like, he actually write the songs and say, yo, the song you fit the
Yeah,
artist,
that song
Right.
you have
fit
to
the
sing
artist,
pan
yeah.
already.
As opposed to, no, artists come in and just
Well, not with me.
Different.
You know, like I take those type of schoolings from those type of producers. And,
Right.
like, you know, the record has to be right. Majority of the music that I do with everybody, I write some
Do,
part
do,
of
do,
it.
do you think that do you think that we could ever get the music back to that, or you think that that's gone?
It can.
When-
It
when-
can. It can. If the producers, you know, like, you know, what I'm trying to do, like, you know, this project here is, you know, I'm trying to motivate people to show them, like, yeah, we're young, but like that doesn't mean that like we're foolish to the culture.
Right.
You know, and that's why I have like a ska and a mental record, and then I have like a trap record on it, because I'm trying to show people, yeah, we're young and this is what we're surrounded with now. This is our music for this generation, but we also,
Respect.
you know, we appreciate and respect where the music has came from. You know,
Can you imagine Jax, Ninja as selectors? Car Ricky Blaze and a selector no more, my producer.
Yeah.
So, you know, I meet us
Yeah.
going like me a selector, but
Him
me a-
sell me out. Sell me out for
But
artist life.
Can you guys imagine if producers evolve, maybe even 1 or 2,
Right.
that we look forward to their project, and only a selective few gets to get their hands? Well, I guess with the technology that cannot happen.
Yeah, that-
Cause from your Lego one, I just decide that.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But can you imagine if that was it? Can you imagine being a sound man and getting your hands, let's say, on a Ricky Blaze project? I had the only man for play that Ricky Blaze project for 2 months.
Yeah, you
True.
get that proper run.
You get that proper run with it
Yeah.
and so forth,
Show
man.
off.
It's just a thing.
Yeah.
It's one of
Yeah,
them
man.
things, man. Again, before you go,
Yes.
man, tell everybody where they can find your music, how they can purchase your music, how they can keep up with what you're doing, and all of that good stuff.
FME recordings with a S at the end.com. That's my official website of all the music and, you know, everything that I release, from, you know, Egyptian to Cranium to any artist that I've been working with. So
And the music, how do you buy it?
iTunes, Spotify, you know,
All of the regular outlets, man.
regular outlets.
Ricky Blaze, man, big up yourself. You're welcome to hang out with us here in the chat,
Thank you,
in the sound chat
Yeah,
of
man.
HQ. I see you taking pictures of some of the memorabilia that we have floating around the
I
place.
used to have some of
course.
these posters.
Yeah, man, posters is all over the place. Big up to Ricky Blaze for
shoes.
passing through.